I'll come back. 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 I'll come back.
My God.
Just do it exactly the same.
No,
Laugh at all the same bits.
Fine.
Yeah, it's reading sound now. Okay. And I couldn't see the video to confirm like I usually do, and no one else confirmed there was sound.
So I didn't bother to watch it because I'm on it.
Damn it.
Oh God.
I mean,
So,
I
what
saw
have
it on
you
the
done for the
page, but
fandom?
like I'm just reading.
So let's just rapid fire this shit. Who are you and what do you do for the fandom?
I am Dustin Midnight. I write porn.
That's fantastic. Anyway, so what got you into this wonderful fandom in the first place?
I watched a few of Mr. Enter's videos. I checked out some of them. I ended up on these MLP versions, and then the next thing I know is I landed right here face first.
That's a great spot to be. I mean, look at us. We're fucking awful people. Haha. By the way, the drinking word is and. So please drink responsibly, kids. Don't die. I'm asking you. Also, our guest is coughing a lot. So I'll tell you what, when our guest coughs, drink too. So now that you're in this fandom, what exactly keeps you here?
Well, it's personally just I enjoy telling the stories and also just the people.
I mean, we're pretty awful, so if you're awful too, you'll fit right in.
Awesome.
Fan fucking tastic.
Deja vu. Huh?
Yeah, and who is best pony?
Can I guess?
Okay.
Alex, guess. Who is the best ponies?
I really like Brayburn, actually. I like the way he says Appaloosa. I don't know about you. Do you want to do that at all, Pencil? You want to emulate that Appaloosa?
Appaloosa.
Exactly.
Appaloosa. Yeah.
And then the other one would be Twilight, as I beat her to take her books.
Well, these are interesting answers, and I congratulate you on them. We have a message from the chat, a question, a very important question. By the way, chat, I'm disappointed in you. You haven't asked the famous question. Opium for the Mass asks, "Are you secretly straight?"
Last time I checked, I was straight.
All right, so it's not a secret. So there you go. Also, how big is your Brayburn?
Let's see now. Zip.
Oh God.
Exactly.
About 9 inches. Zoop.
Muggy has the same question, but was more direct and asked, "How big is your penis?" So there you go. Now we know.
Yeah.
Are you ready to be thrown into the fire of our audience's questions?
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno.
Jesus fucking Christ. So our first question is from RK Striker JK5, who asks, "What's your favorite non-MLP opening?" I'm assuming that means like an opening sequence or a title sequence or a theme song or something.
Let's see. I've got two. One of them, Monster Musume's intro, and then Konosuba's intro.
Okay, now why so?
Yeah, they're both very cheerful, and they're just completely hilarious when you watch them.
So are you more drawn? I mean, My Little Pony's a very cheery, upbeat opening too. Are you more drawn to cheery, upbeat openings versus like the darker ones, like say Batman the Animated Series?
I like Batman the Animated Series, but I just like something that will just catch me in and just give me a good laugh, knowing we're gonna have a good time. I mean, if you're gonna have a somber beginning, I mean, you're gonna get me, you're gonna make me interesting, but I like the stuff that knows we're gonna be funny, we're gonna have fun, you're just gonna laugh for the next half hour or so.
You know what, that works. To each their own on that. Have you ever done anything fan-wise, including stories, for example, for a non-MLP franchise?
Yes, I actually have. I don't have the stories, but I used to write some Naruto fan fiction.
No way. It's surprising how many people we've had on here that have said that they did Naruto fan fiction at some point. Does it still exist on the internet somewhere, or have you just like bombed it from orbit?
After I deleted it after a little bit of drama that was caused.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought, hey, I wanted to make a little bit of cash off of these stories. And so I said, I'm going to start a Patreon. I'm going to put these on Amazon, change the names and all that. I'm even going to add in some art that you guys can get exclusively. And they lost their fucking mind.
Did you get a visit from the copyright fairy, or was it just the people reading saying, like, that's bullshit, how dare you sell out?
Yeah, just how dare you sell out, and that's bullshit.
Okay.
No copyright. I always make sure that I don't leave anything of copyright.
You got to be careful with that, man. If you take money for your creation, they can slap you with it. They just haven't yet for stuff that I've done, so thank fucking Christ.
I try to be careful and at least a little bit more clever.
Yeah, you got to be clever about it.
Mm-hmm.
JK Striker would also like to know, ever stay up for the midnight special?
I believe so. I don't know the song, but I can try it.
Well, the midnight special appears to be a TV show of some kind, which I've never seen before, from 1973. So, given that I am not as old as dirt, no, I haven't stayed up late to see it. Sorry.
I mean, I've seen The Haunting Hour.
I think that's different than like dancing variety show. At least I hope it's different than that shit. Okie dokie. Oh, we have Muggany, the birthday boy today. Muggany has
Oh.
some questions for you.
Happy birthday, Ravage or Muggany.
Well, I mean, hey, Raph, do you want a happy birthday too?
I don't want to be 33 yet.
Fine,
But
I'll
no
make
one-
you 34.
But nobody likes you when you're 33. Sorry, just gonna quote the songs of our people at us, Rav, as we are elderly.
I know.
I didn't think people lived that long. 30, isn't
God.
it?
Maybe in 1455. Just
Well, I
keep going,
mean-
Reed.
Start again.
I just want to cry. I just want to cry.
That's good. You
I
really
just
got
wanna
him down though.
cry.
You need
The
a hug.
The sobbing. I'll do this again. I will do my best. I'll give it a second to get past the ad, and then I will do this again. Because Muggany is watching, I will do this for Muggany. Muggany, my dear, my
Muggany.
friend, my sweet, my pet. I am doing this for you. Let it be known.
Muggany, you
Okay.
owe her much.
Muggany, as I said, I'm going to do my very best to read this message in your actual voice, the way you actually talk. I'm going to imitate you as best I can. I promise this is my best attempt at actually sounding like you. So I
She's
hope
going
you
to
enjoy
channel
this.
you.
I'm going to channel you. Ready? Here we go.
Hi, I'm turning 12 years old on Sunday, and I'm inviting you to my first annual sleepover. There will be chocolate cake, and the party is Fortnite themed. The party will start at 5 p.m. and end whenever you leave 5G3 next day. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, so be there. Also, no girls allowed because they suck at Fortnite. Bring your own chug chug.
If we cut out there, I am going to sob uncontrollably.
Can you do it again?
No, fuck off. Fuck off. I'm not doing it again. Goddamn. Penis cock.
Can you sound
Okay.
slightly more 12 years old? Just one more for the. No.
I'm gonna take my fist and ram it up your ass so far I can reach out.
Oh wow!
Oh.
To answer your question, Muggany, no, I cannot come to your 12-year-old birthday party. I'd probably be arrested for even walking near it.
Oh
Thank
my
you for the
God.
offer.
Question 4 from Jammer. Jammer asks, genuinely, a genuine question here. What's it like to write? Are there any tips, tricks, or things you wish you knew when you started?
Writing is definitely something I love to do, and any tips, tricks, and stuff I'd like to have learned before is just simply have fun and make sure the door is closed. Something I read on from Stephen King's On Writing. When you start writing something, you close that door, and when you write the second draft, you open the door and let it out. And also that don't worry about what people say. Criticism is good as long as they're not just being like, "Oh, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks." Also, it doesn't help, but take a glance at writing on the style of writing. That will be a lifesaver.
I actually really agree with that. Something I said recently, which I'd like to reiterate here, and I'm sure you'll back me up on this, Mr. Midnight. If you want to be a writer, you also have to be a reader. Read,
Ye-
read.
Yep, and heck, even listening to audiobooks can at least help you out a little bit.
Yes, at least you're getting the style. If you're busy and you don't feel like you have time to read because you have a job, audiobooks are your friend. There's a lot of really cool free ones online, including Sherlock Holmes. So like, go check it out.
Yep, and you can always read on your breaks.
Absolutely true too. It's a great way to unwind.
Yep.
Jammer also would like to say, if you were given 33 drinks of your choice every week, would you give Nighty, owner of the lovely site, a place to stay at or near your home?
No, because right now I'm dealing with a lot of shit.
I know 33 drinks ain't much.
Yeah, I mean, if those 33 drinks has about $100 in them each, I mean, maybe.
Yeah, Goldschlager, you just strain it out and get the gold flakes and use that.
Mm-hmm.
You could do it. You could do it. Muggany would like to know if you have any audiobook recordings of your stories.
I mean, I once was trying to think of an idea of getting to buy a succubus done in an audiobook form. I even have about 10 minutes of it that's actually on my Patreon, but I couldn't afford it. In a fan fiction story, though, I actually did have someone reading the entire story on one of my shorter stories. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Ah, crap. Computers. The bane of my existence.
Muggany meant, did you have any recommendations on audiobooks? It sounded like you meant like recordings of your stories, Muggany, just to be fair, but
Yeah, actually, I would make a suggestion for an audiobook that I listened to a while back, and it's actually pretty good. It's called House of Horny Monsters by Annabelle Hawthorne, Annabelle Hawthorne, done by Amber Lee, who actually is the voice of My Hero Academia's Miss Laugh. She does she does an amazing reading of it.
Rav, I literally just asked that question.
Okay. Sorry, I'm retarded.
God damn it, Rav, we have to edit that out now.
Oh.
Don't do this to us. Okay. All right. Mr. Midnight, are you aware of Thing Pony?
I'm guessing it's the pony that's based off of The Thing by John Carpenter and the short story The Thing from Another World.
Absolutely. Have you seen her before, though?
No, I have not.
Oh.
Ooh, let me go get her real quick so you can see what she looks like.
I am in trouble.
The next question has to do with her specifically. So.
That is one ugly horse. She's gonna eat me like a xenomorph.
That body shame. She's
So
just has slightly more limbs than the average pony.
I mean, when you look at her, she got them bedroom eyes and everything. So the big question is, would you hug Thing Pony? Would you kiss them goodnight? Tell them every little thing is gonna be all right, and then would you stick your peener in it, or snoodle boop and let them be your roommate if you're not into sticking your peener into ponies, I guess.
I mean, if I know it's not gonna eat me, maybe I'd hug it. I know I wouldn't screw it. Maybe I'd give it a pat on the head, and as for living with me, we'd have to make some very specific rules you'd have to follow. Okay, no eating me after 7.
Before 7's fine then. All right. Well, that brings you to my questions, which I have. You know what? I usually ask my questions in like a soft, sultry, sexy voice, but we have Alex on the cast today. Hey, Alex.
What?
Would you like to read my questions to our guest in a sultry, sexy, feminine voice?
Oh,
I could try.
I believe in you, and I want to hear this.
Okay. Oh God. I usually have a bit of time to prepare, get my lines ahead of time, so I'm not used to doing it on the fly like this.
I get it. But you can do it.
I believe in you, Alex.
I'm going to channel my best pencil here. Can you tell I'm stalling? Because I'm nervous. Okay.
Deep
Mr.
breath.
What was
Mr.
that?
Midnight, our esteemed guest. What we? No, that's not it. That's not it at all.
You can do it. I believe in you. Feminine, sultry, sexy.
Poultry. What would you whisper into a vagina?
I would whisper, I'm about to fill you up
Nice.
after I get a taste test.
Oh God.
Christ.
Fill it up with what though?
A
Yogurt.
spoon. I don't know, man.
Booze.
Fucking Christ.
Oh God. Talking of filling vaginas, I mean it's enigma.
What's the next question, Alex?
It is. Was that a good voice, by the way? Do you want me to use
Yeah,
that one again?
yeah. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Follow up. What would it whisper back?
Run! My vagina is haunted!
Okay. And last but not least, Alex, you can do it.
Okay. And because it's been a while, could you make airplane noises and talk dirty to us and call us daddy? Witty, please. Witty, please.
All right, passengers, we are about to sit down, land the plane, get funky, daddy.
Oh my God.
Thank you for that.
That's not what you want to hear your pilot saying over the intercom.
Thank you, Alex. You did good, kiddo.
You did, Alex. Here, have a golden star.
Thank you. I'll add that onto my nickname.
All right. Well, the next questions are from someone else on the cast. Guess who it is? It's ravioli time. I feel like I should play
I was
Italian
hoping
music.
to leave it a mystery and force them to go look at it themselves.
No, I'm gonna make you read it, Rav. You're gonna read your own questions.
You sure you trust me to read my own questions?
I really don't right now, but I don't have a choice. I believe
All right,
in you.
all right. I promise I won't say gamer
what?
words. I promise I won't say gamer words.
Thank you for not saying gamer words. Thank you, Rav. I believe in you. I genuinely do. You can do it. Go for it.
All right. First question. What's a question that you wish people would ask you?
So, guys, shit. Do you ever not have any good ideas?
All the time. All right. If you were the pro tag of a displaced fic, what would it be about and who would you be unlucky enough to be?
Okay. What would it be about? It would probably be about my character trying to figure out how the hell to get home and out of the body of the character I'm in. And as for what character I would be stuck in, I would actually pick Discord because nobody would actually believe me and they would think I'm trolling them.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'd be like, guys, I need you to help me. I'm stuck in this new world. I need to get the hell out of here. And I don't even know where to use the goddamn bathroom. All I see is bubbles popping out of my ass. And they'd be
I'm
looking
telling
like,
you, Picard, I'm
or you
mortal.
could be just designated.
So is this a toxic then with the bubbles?
I don't know. All I know is they're bubblegum bubbles.
I think that's someone's fetish.
I wonder if there was a pony made of bubble gum and you blew hard into her vagina, if her tummy would puff up like a bubble.
Wouldn't that just be Pinkie Pie on steroids?
I don't know. I don't know where my brain's going right now. I'm only like half into my drink. I have zero excuse for being this way.
What
Pencil
if she
getting
gets
into the inflation fetish is
I am
nice.
not into inflation, so that's even worse. Now what? Enigma, what do you want to say? Say it. Say something stupid in front of your Uber driver, bitch.
Well, I'm not an Uber yet, but what if the bubble gum gets in your hair?
Well, then you cut your hair off. Haven't you ever done that as a child? Oh, that's right. You didn't have parents that cared about you.
Ooh, burn.
No, I was Caillou. I had no hair as a child.
Yeah, they shaved it off because it kept getting light, you little dirty bitch. Sorry, Rav, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. You are welcome to continue.
No, you're good. All right. Number 3. If your significant other could be any size at all, such as a lady demi mommy or a Renamon-esque kaiju, what would your dynamic look like?
I would have to say Lady D size or maybe Madame Maxine from the Harry Potter series in tallness.
I mean, they're
Really?
both about the same height, aren't they?
Yeah, I actually, when I looked at the first Resident Evil picture, my brain literally thought she was concept art for Madame Maxine of the Harry
I
Potter
mean,
series of Goblet of Fire.
right? Yeah, no, I've heard the books. Speaking of audiobooks, uh, yeah, no, I think they're both at about 9 foot, some odd,
Oh, they're at
I
least
think,
half giant.
right?
Wouldn't that make you seem fairly unendowed though, next to, some sort of giantess?
Do you think anyone's going to be making fun of me when I'm standing next to a 9 foot big titted woman?
Well, I was thinking she might be. This is what I'm imagining. I'm imagining she might be.
Well, that's because you like Dommy mommies who will tease you and talk down to you.
Well, that is
Ooh.
true. Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
my.
she'd be talking
And,
down
and
to him in more ways than one.
and then afterwards he'll call you a filthy man thing.
God,
I
I
like
haven't
it.
even
Yeah.
played the game and I know that reference, or I know that scene.
Mhm.
All right. Have you ever released a foot fetish or porn video, and where can your fans find it?
I have actually never done anything involving feet. nobody's
Oh, so
nobody's
you've got
come.
others. Please do tell.
I've
Oh
never
my.
written. I've written a few things though. I've never actually. Nobody's ever requested a thing for feet or even commissioned me to do feet.
Oh
It would
no.
actually be kind of weird and interesting to see if someone would actually try to do that, but I'd probably charge them a little bit.
I mean, you do a lot of anthro work, so it's not outside your wheelhouse.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's usually if you need something that specific, sometimes I'd have them where they have to commission me for that. 'Cause, I mean, I'm not in the feed. I don't judge people what they like. It just I'm not exactly one of those people that will write it. But maybe for the Bordel of the Sun, maybe I'll do that just for a fun joke for the people who might want it.
Oh God.
Silent majority,
Can,
as we call them.
can
Uh,
a can a foot fetish thing happen with an anthro universe where they still have hooves for feet? Can they still do that?
it's called a foot fetish for a reason. Just because it's not a human foot doesn't mean it's not a foot.
He's
I
got a
mean,
point there.
I'll tell you what. You know what grinds my gears? Something that pisses me off genuinely is people are like, you said that the horse like moved her back foot. I'm like, it should be a hoof. I'm like, you do realize that when you are picking up a horse's back foot, we call it a foot. When we talk about like they have 4 white socks on their feet. Like we say the word foot, we say the word feet when we're talking about real horses, even though they also have hooves. You fucking degenerates, get around a real horse once in your life before you start talking to me about what horse terminology should be. You fuckwit assholes. Anyway, I'm done.
Yeah,
Honestly, though,
no.
they probably if they actually got near a horse, they'd probably get run up to it by mistake and get kicked across the mile.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
want those people near
Ooh,
horses.
what's under the table? Bam! Right in the face.
Well, I mean, if you
Because I've
walk behind a
actually had
horse,
to work with some horses a little bit.
Mm.
if you walk behind a horse and you don't like have a hand on its butt to let it know you're there and you surprise it, it will absolutely lash back and kick you. Like it
Mhm.
will, just out of like being startled, and it will be your fault. It will absolutely be your fault. So there you
I
go.
I actually have a funny family history joke. It's actually kind of funny. Would I be allowed to tell you guys?
Well, I
I
mean,
Well,
don't
it's
think
not
so.
really my family. It's a person I know. It's actually a hilarious story.
oh, go right ahead, man. This
Yeah.
is your podcast. As long as it doesn't
Uh,
have to do with religion or politics or talking about how when you were 12 you like bought a prostitute or something illegal. Like we're good. We're good.
okay, my family was helping this one old woman because family did and all that had a farm. Well, she was telling about the time that, well, she had basically there was this time she was watching this one horse and it bucked and kicked and it actually threw her off. She walked over it, it kicked her. And basically, she had walked up to the owner of that horse and said, "How much for that damn horse?" Because she was going to shoot the thing. The guy's like, "No, I'm not going to sell it to you." And she was just pissed off because she just wanted because she wanted that horse and she wanted to get back at it. And this woman was
Wow.
like in her 90s. And she was
Jesus
so
Christ.
mad at it.
That could be the start of a clop fit, couldn't it? She gets back to it by some sort of dummy.
I bought you, now I get to fuck you.
Exactly.
Why are you guys talking about a 90-year-old woman getting fucked by a horse? Like, why are we here?
It's my
You
preference.
weirdos.
Like, why
I
is
mean,
this
look at the
direction?
fandom
It's
we're
better than
in.
shooting it, isn't it? Jesus.
That's a weird conundrum. Would you rather shoot a horse or let it fuck a 90-year-old? Oh, Christ, guys. Okay. Rav,
All
move
right.
into my suite, please. Next question.
Oh, you're not gonna like me because I'm moving on to something just as equally distressing.
Oh, I just saw it. Go ahead.
Do you write or read snuffles, i.e., gore clop for cute ponies?
I really won't write anything involving gore because, I mean, I'm not a judging person, but okay, actually, that's not true. I actually have written one gore fic involving an erotic thing, but I have never written
nice.
anything after that because it was a gift for a ex girlfriend.
You have weird ex-girlfriends if that's what they wanted.
Well, there was one, and she was from Britain. It was complicated. It's
Oh, well,
actually
that
not even the
explains-
weirdest.
That explains a lot.
She's from
Yeah.
England. Got it. Understood.
But yeah, it was actually kind of, and it wasn't really the gore thing. It was really a guy and a girl went to a hotel to celebrate their first time doing it their first time, and an incubus actually kidnapped both of them, and she was attached to a thing, and the guy would screw the guy. So fish, and then as soon as the guy released it, his dick apparently extended so far it went right out of his mouth.
Okay.
This
So yeah,
is
that's
based on a true story.
It was
Hey,
actually
Alex, remember, these are your people, so,
I mean,
Yeah,
it
no,
was
this is
probably
an old folk tale.
it was probably the most fucked up one. I actually converted it into a film fiction and posted it up there. Nobody liked it. It was downvoted so much I decided to delete it because I didn't want any trouble.
Really?
I'm sitting here being like, oh, that's disgusting, and then I remind myself of what I've written. I'm like, yeah, shut up, pencil.
Yeah, and I've actually never done anything like that ever since.
Oh yeah, no exploding testicles or skull fucking.
I've never done
Nah.
anything like that. I've never written. God, is this drink big enough? No.
And Are you
Thank
gonna
you.
drink?
Appreciate it. Appreciate. I'll have another drink.
no problem. And you can enjoy that drink more.
Thank you.
All right, and on to the next question.
Everything's great.
Favorite MILF?
That's an interesting question. You know what? Just because I want to fuck with a couple people, I'm gonna pick Hinata and Tsunade. They technically count.
Hmm.
Were you thinking MILF ponies there? Or just any
Yeah.
MILF?
I mean, it doesn't specify, so it counts.
I mean, there are so many Pixar moms with Pixar mom asses that we could talk about if that's the case.
If I had to pick Pixar, it would be
We
Mrs.
had this
Incredible.
conversation.
Well, Mrs. Incredible got that mom ass for days, and it can get more and more days as she stretches it. So come on.
I know.
Is Nani from Lilo and Stitch an honorary MILF?
She is a surrogate MILF, so I say yes.
Yeah, true.
And Nani's got that.
Though
that
technically
ass too.
she's Disney.
Oh yeah, well, I mean Disney moms tend to have them asses too, but not like Pixar moms. Pixar moms have all
Yeah,
that ass.
it seems more like Disney usually has more of the breast type.
Yeah, though I appreciate that Nani was shaped like an actual curvy lady. Like I liked her.
Yeah, I have to agree. I was probably, especially with some of the newer ones, are just not as fun.
Yeah, not as fun. I agree.
All right. So, on the same topic, favorite non-pony
In the show or in general?
is just in general.
Ooh.
Inuyasha from Inuyasha was a pretty fun character.
I mean, I would love to give context to this because I've seen all the movies and like half the episodes, but I'm drawing a blank.
Inuyasha, half dog demon, dog ears, carries a sword called
Yeah.
Wears red, hangs around
Trying,
a
I know,
schoolgirl.
I'm lost for a comment to make on it because that was so out of left field. I wasn't prepared for
No,
it.
nor was I. I was sort of like, wow, I was unexpected.
Right? No, why Inuyasha specifically?
It was actually one of the first animes I actually saw. When I was a kid, I discovered it by accident by staying up extra late, and it was one of the first animes that
Adult
came in.
Swim. Adult
And
Swim, huh?
hilarious! It was what taught me my first cuss word, jackass.
Yeah, that's not surprising, actually. Ah, God, that's bringing back memories, though. Like,
But
not just Inuyasha, but late night TV.
but if it's non-anime, it would have to be Harry Potter. It was really the first book I ever started reading and inspired me to start writing. Hell, it even taught me to write my first fan fiction. When I was like 5, it was like a weird Harry Potter fan fiction where I changed all the houses from Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and Ravenclaw, and I turned into a dog, a squirrel, a cat, and just a random bird.
Oh my God. Hey, Pencil, do we have 2 stories for him?
But it was
Uh,
I think I gave it to a family member, but it's probably lost.
Oh my Christ.
no, we've done some shit face shit fix, and 2 of them have
Yeah.
Harry Potter in them, and it's fucking horrible and lovely.
We have about 4 Harry Potter fanfics we've read. The one where
Oh,
the
did we?
giant squid fucks Hogwarts was pretty good, like the school
Yeah, I
itself.
was thinking of that one.
Or
There,
Hogwarts, it's always fucked over.
there was Harry Pothead and the Sorcerer's Bong, which has
That was the other
one
one
of
I was
my
thinking of.
my favorite priest readings of all the time because he read Hermione entirely as Alaska Thunderfuck 5000, who was a drag queen, and he did it like pitch perfectly. Just hi, like it was so perfect. And then I mean, like that being said, the best voice in the podcast for doing readings is you, Rev. We know this because
Oh.
of Marge Simpson.
Nice.
See, I was gonna say, because of Dr. Axton, baby!
No, it's because of Marge Simpson because it's terrifying. Will you give Mr. Midnight a sample?
Oh, okay, so, you want to talk to Marge, okay. Maggie, don't change the channel.
You understand now.
Understand
Oh.
what?
Can do it worse.
Donut.
Oh, homie.
Oh, I hate this.
Marge! Ah!
Why did I let this happen? Okay, this is my fault. This is my fault, Rev.
Ay caramba!
This is my fault. This is my fault. What's the next question?
All right. Favorite object pony, i.e., soda pone, pizza pone, snack pone, thing pone, and so on.
What?
Do you know of Pizza Pony?
No.
There's a feature box right now about here, but let me go get her. Her name is Mozzarella Orgy. That is really her name.
Yeah, it is.
Sounds good.
So
she is.
the idea is that you take normal everyday things and turn them into ponies, i.e., pizza. There's a soda pone where she's made of glass and filled with soda.
I have one of that actually too. I have one of them both together, so I will absolutely put that in there. Here
And then
she
we've got
is.
thing pone. Then we've got snack pone, which is basically just think of your anime Lamia, but it's a pony on the top half instead of human.
So there's soda
adorable.
pony and Coke pony, and I mean, would you
Would you a slice of pizza?
Yeah, would you slice a pizza?
Sure, why not? Okay, if I had to pick a type, I would pick Challenger Pony.
Challenger. You see,
Challenger
I know
what?
I have to pause and I have to tell you what my brain went to because I'm upset at myself, and I know you guys are gonna be upset at me too. I heard Challenger Pony, and I imagined a pony who was colored.
You're breaking up.
You're breaking up.
You're
Thank
breaking up
you.
really bad.
Is this better? Is this any better? Can you
Yeah.
hear me
Yeah.
better now?
Yes.
Okay, I will stop screaming. I promise. I first imagined a pony that was shaped and outlined like a NASA space shuttle that when she got upset just exploded. And that's what I thought you meant by Challenger Pony. And I'm
No.
really mad that that's where my brain went. I'm sorry.
No. I'm thinking more of a 2015 Dodge Challenger with a V426 and Hemi engine or a Hellcat.
Okay, that's much more reasonable than a pony that is a space shuttle that explodes.
I mean, you say Hellcat, and then I'm thinking of the plane ponies, the Plones.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the plane ponies are cool.
I love Challengers. I love Dodge. In fact, if you actually look at some of my writing, I always put it where the main character has a Dodge car, maybe a Challenger or a Charger.
See, I'm surprised you didn't say Viper. Like, my favorite is the
Ooh,
Viper. I fucking love that car, dude.
those are beautiful cars too, but I actually drive a Challenger myself. I got it last
Nice.
year.
Nice.
I got it for $21,000 and only had 40,000 miles. Leather seats, all the
That's
chrome and stuff.
pretty good, actually.
Congratulations.
Decent price.
2015.
This
Oh.
episode is sponsored by Dodge.
Apparently. I mean, it's not sponsored by Audible, that's for damn sure.
Audible, where you
Alright.
can get free books for one time.
Right? So, next question. Since bats are the superior pony, how many Anons must we suck dry?
All of them.
All the Anons. Good choice.
I'm in favor.
You
of
know,
this.
I've never really understood what's with the Anon character. I'm not going to be mean. It's just I've never really enjoyed an Anon character.
Hello, my name is Anon Pencil. I'd like to help you figure out this problem you're having with Anon.
Not I mean like in fan fiction writing where they're like, "Hi,
yes,
my name is Anon."
yes, that is exactly what I write.
But now, I did not know that actually. I do
Oh, no,
apologize.
fine.
It's just
No offense taken. I'm literally just saying, like, hey, people are like, I don't get Anon. Why? That's lazy. Why don't they just put a real name? And it's like, no. Anon has a long history in fan fiction and writing that comes back to the Human and Equestria days of threads on /MLP and 4chan. Not kidding. And Anon is usually not necessarily the everyman character, but the representation of it can be anything you want it to be, depending on how you write it. There's several reasons to use it. A lot of them are bad. They're just straight up bad because they're quick and poorly written, and that's fine.
yeah,
But
those are usually the ones I run into.
but it's not always that case. Oftentimes, Anon is just they have a personality, they have a developed character, but they just have the name Anon. You could switch it out with Steve, and it would be just the same. But people still use Anon because of its long history, and that's what they choose to do. And I'm one of those people. So, there are good Anon stories, there are bad Anon stories, there are really bad Anon stories. It's like any type of story in that same regard.
That's fair enough. I mean, I know I wouldn't write an Anon story, but I wouldn't judge anyone who wrote their own.
Well,
I mean, I will judge some of them because they're really poorly written, but that's different.
I mean, you
True.
figure there are two types of Anons. There's the Anon, I'm too fucking lazy to do a real character or come up with a name. And then there's the Anon, the character. Anon,
Thank you. That's the ones I don't like. The ones that are like, I am overpowered. I am the best. I can do this. Yeah.
When it's a Gary
So-
Stu or a Mary Sue, that's different.
I
So
really
when does the
dislike
conversation?
this.
So when does the conversation move on to showing?
Enigma, we cannot hear you. Please take your Uber driver's cock out of your mouth. Thank you.
Yeah, and make sure you mess with the balls. That makes sure they're a little bit happy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
take
tip
the skull
extra
balls.
because it's you, you know.
Well, I'm sure he's taking plenty of extra tip there, Rad.
I know, but you know, tip extra.
Oh, I love
No,
your
you have to pay extra.
Rav, I love your next question, sweetheart. That's great.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, why is Spike the worst and everyone that likes him wrong?
Why is Spike the worst? Honestly, I kind of blame the writers a little bit. They did not begin really developing his character until a little bit more later. He was just the assistant. And it's actually why I use him a little bit with some of my own character stories, because he didn't have as much development, so I could literally just mold him a little bit more. No, it just how I did when I first started. I would just take him and just mold him into whatever I wanted.
Right. I mean, and I hate to make the comparison, but the way you're describing it is basically how people use Anon is like blank slate, apply whatever they need to him to make him quote unquote better. I will actually argue that he was a more developed character earlier on in the series than later.
Yeah,
In
true.
later, they just kind of fucking gave him whatever, you know. Oh well, we need a new plot. Give him wings.
Okay,
You know.
good point there.
Screamed. Rav was physically there when I heard about we were at a panel and someone asked me, "What do you think of Spike getting wings?" And I hate Spike, and I literally got up and started to walk out of the panel.
Yeah, she did. And I knew about it, and I'm just kind of like, I was waiting for it. I was just fucking waiting for it. Okay.
Hey, Otaku,
Sorry.
keep the mask up.
I agree. Good job, Enigma. Way to be healthy. But
Yeah.
also, I think you're trying to talk on your phone. Your phone is shit garbage.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Actually, I might have been using my phone actually because we were doing some moving and all that. I was worried I was not going to be here on time.
I just also realized, Enigma, you wrote, "I'm the Uber now."
Oh yeah, no,
I know.
the Uber driver is driving him.
Just
He
look at
was,
me. I'm the Uber now.
he
I
was
wonder.
autocorrect, right?
I
You
know,
know,
but
I
it was
wonder.
beautiful.
I wonder if the Uber driver is hearing this and going,
Yeah,
"What
that's
the
very
fuck?"
creepy and just muttering in the back.
Oh yeah, like me screaming, "Take the Uber driver's cock out of your mouth!" And he's just like, "Right."
I just want to imagine
No.
him just like, should I pull over?
No. I have the earplug wireless.
I mean,
Ah,
are
So
you
it's
sure?
doubly creepy.
So I can say, "Spurgle splooge" right down
Yes.
on his balls, you fucking bitch.
Yes.
Okay, happy to do so.
All right. So on to an interesting question. If you could start an interstellar war between any two factions from any universe or universes, who would they be and why?
the Time Lords and the Klingons.
That would be
Really?
probably short-lived, but beautiful.
Right?
It would just be awesome. And if the Time Lords lost, well, I guess they would be exterminated. Exterminated.
Well,
They would
okay,
be
I'll be
they
honest. The
lost, they would-
Klingons would lose in the first
Oh,
5 minutes. The Time
yes.
Lords invented black holes according to the canon.
And they
Yeah,
would
true,
go
but it'd
down
still be fun.
singing. They would go down singing beautiful Klingon opera, though. Like fuck,
Right?
But it'd still
Uh,
be fun though, watching just these two forces of intelligence just going at each other, seeing who would survive and win.
that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
Mm.
Bonus points if you bring in the Doctor on one side and then you bring the Federation on the other side.
Like the full Federation, you might have some people in there who could stand a chance. I'll be honest. Like you have Guinan in there, who's like part of the. Sorry, you started me talking about Star Trek. I'm gonna stop now. Rav, please stop me.
Honestly,
Alright.
I'm actually not even a Star Trek fan. I prefer Star Wars, but just the thought of these two just would be awesome.
A man of culture. Alright.
I mean, hell, I even joked, who would win in a battle? A Time Lord or a Jedi?
I mean, a Time Lord. It's a Time Lord. It's always a Time Lord. Time Lord.
I
to
don't
win.
know. I have a friend who says that the Jedi would kick the Time Lord's ass.
They would. In all honesty,
thing
they
is,
really
though,
would. Space wizards fucking win out over
you,
just about
you,
anything.
you keep forgetting that Time Lords can regenerate explosively.
That's what I mean. I mean, they're both space wizards in their own way.
Yeah,
So-
they are. I would actually no, that would be my pick. I would like to see an interstellar war between the Time Lords at their highest versus the Jedi at their highest. That would be fucking amazing.
Question:
Can you
Is it
im-
just question? Is it just Jedi or Jedi and Sith and Gray?
Wait, I just had a cool idea.
If you throw in the Gray and the Sith, I think they stand a chance.
I just had a funny idea. What if the Jedi and the Time Lords went into a fight, but then they have to work together because the Sith and the Daleks combine forces to attack both of them, trying to destroy them both?
I just realized.
Enigma,
We
you
don't
are
know.
Mr. Roboto.
We don't know what you realized, but we are aware you realized something, and we congratulate you on your tiny brain cells rubbing together enough to create a spark for once. Good job. I'm
Right.
so sorry you're cutting out so
Okay.
bad, bud.
So if we're gonna throw the Gray Jedi and the Sith in there, I would say throw the Daleks in for flavor.
Fair enough.
Because if you start adding in the absolutely asinine powers that the Sith developed, they'd wipe out the fucking Time Lords. I'm being perfectly honest. They would absolutely wipe them out.
The mind control that the Gray master so well, I think, would be enough to like do some really cool shit against the Time Lords, though. Just putting that out
Well,
there.
right.
It'd
Well,
just
and
be
well, don't forget too. We're talking general powers. Then you've got
Yeah.
the individualistic powers that came around by certain Jedi or certain Sith, and not even like
gestures at
groups.
Kreia. Gestures at Kreia. Can we just gesture at Kreia for a while and her crazy bullshit?
Right.
Sorry.
Well, no, and then you've got Bane and his ability to take over other people's bodies. So, invasion of the body snatchers there. And the list goes on.
Yeah, no, but we will do this for hours.
Yeah, we
so-
we will. We need to get back to questions. Okay,
before it
time to
becomes
distress
Star
you.
Wars hours.
Time to absolutely distress you.
Agreed.
Before
Agreed.
final questions, if dick cheese could be blocked and sliced for sandwiches, how much vaginal marinara would we need to spread on our avocado toast to make a fuck trophy? A flushed constellation prize is acceptable too.
You know what? I will say it would take about 5 gallons before we could cover it up with the vagina marinara sauce. We will get the dick cut ones ready, and then I will fuck the cheese.
That's probably the best answer we've gotten to that
I
question
will
so far.
fuck the cheese is the best. I need that as a quote. Hey guys, our Cards Against Barcast is down. I need to recreate it, but one of them needs to be "I will fuck the cheese." Please remind me of this later.
Yeah, and then
pencil
later
from the
we can
future.
fuck the fear turkey.
No, just pencil from the future watching this in the past. Like, please remember to add that to the deck. Pretty please. Thank you.
Hmm.
I will fuck the cheese. I
Ah,
believe it's my turn, isn't it?
it is.
I'm gonna read Eighthkun's question, just in case you're listening, Eighth.
Kun, I love you. I love you so much. You're so cute and you're so the best. Oh,
And I'm pretty sure he's not watching, otherwise I never fucking would have done that. I'm just gonna say that right now. Because he'll ruin my life if I do that. So Eighth asks, do you have a particular method for forming ideas, or do they just come to you every midsummer's night, met by moonlight?
Well, it's never. I don't usually dance with the devil in the moonlight, but whenever I come in with an idea, usually I'm doing something or I get a certain idea. I'll take Bordel of the Moon for an example. I was reading. I was actually for a while trying to work with a story where a guy would inherit a house and discover supernatural creatures in it, but I couldn't get the idea. So I couldn't figure out how to get the idea to work. And I was reading Annabelle Hawthorne's Home for Horny Monsters, as I've explained before, and I wanted to do my what would be I consider my own version of it. Well, someone actually talked about a brothel, and it just kind of clicked, and I thought, why don't I try that? I mean, you usually don't see something like that. Plus, if I wanted to write a sex scene or something erotic without the main character, I could just you have that as an excuse, and I could be able to diverse it a little bit. I could have it straight, gay. I could have it where you have threesome, foursome. You could have an entire orgy, or you could just have something off the walls for fun.
Hmm,
Yeah.
nice.
Alex in the back.
But
Yeah.
most of the times, the ideas that come to mind is just something weird that you might have seen, and it just comes back to you. I'm like, huh, why don't I try something like that?
Fuck yeah, man.
Guess what time it is?
What time is it?
Is it
Time for us to
time
get a
for
watch.
mid-roll ads?
I'm gonna ask 2 more questions, and then I'm absolutely gonna do that, Raven. You're gonna help me. Is that okay?
That's fine.
All right. What's your writer kryptonite?
My writing kryptonite.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What fucks you up right good?
It's usually when someone screams, "Midnight! I need you to help me really quick," or I have to go straight to work. Because 1 minute I'm getting really into writing, I've got a great idea. Next thing I know is I'm being called by a family member to come and help them with something real quick, and it sometimes can be the dumbest thing.
Yeah, I hate getting volunteered for shit too.
Well, it's mainly like I'm helping my family out and all that, tough times and all that,
Mhm.
and parents and all that, and sometimes they need a little bit of help. So like I need to take this cup to the kitchen or something, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Don't you know I'm writing Clop? Mum, come on.
Actually,
demands
hilariously
on it?
enough, she actually knows I write erotica, and she's actually told other people, and I'm like,
Oh
don't.
my
I've had that experience with my aunt, my lovely Aunt Vicky. She's been like, "Oh, what do you write?" And I was just like,
Well, she's
tried
actually
to explain it. She thought it
s-
was fascinating.
she's actually seen a couple of copies of the printed versions I've had,
Oh
and she literally tried taking one to try and read it, and I'm like, no,
yeah.
because she likes 50 Shades of Grey and all that.
Oh god,
oh.
that poor woman.
Yep, agreed.
Hey, it's hers. I don't judge. It's just don't read my shit. It's weird.
Of weird. Oh, I'm sorry, Alex. What are you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, she wouldn't get it without with a background there. That's all.
Yeah, she needs more
She hasn't
background
seen the
ponies.
show. She wouldn't understand all the.
Well, no,
the-
it's usually I've usually edited a bit where it's not where if you read it you wouldn't realize it's from the show. It's how I write it so you can interchange and fix everything.
Oh right, yeah.
So, question. Let's
Sure.
before we do our mid-admiral. How did you choose your name?
Well, I used to work third shift all the time, working late and all that, and then sometimes when I had days off, I would write around midnight because I'm usually up at that time. And has anyone ever heard of Garth Brooks?
Of course.
Yes.
He actually has a song called "MrMidnight," and it inspired me to pick up my pen name when I was trying to think of a new one because my original one was just Wolf Titan Reading, and I decided, oh dear God, that was my teenage choice of fan fiction names. And then I figured, what do I call myself? And when I was listening to my playlist, the song Mr. Midnight came on, and I'm like, sure, I'm Mr. Midnight. Let me write a story for you.
Well, there you fucking go. And now it's about that time. Hey, Rav.
Hey, what?
I want to know if you want to.
Donate to ponies.
You know it.
You actually do want to donate to ponies because we donate all of our profits and proceeds to Red Wings Horse Sanctuary. Want to know how we do that?
Please inform me.
I
I'm an
shall.
idiot.
Yes, I shall inform you because you are obviously a moron. Ha ha ha. So Enigma.
I say
mean, Rav.
gamer words live on stream.
I've been summoned.
Fuck you. No, not you, Enigma. Actually, for a change, I was actually saying fuck you to Rev. Anyway, so what happens is whenever you donate to our Patreon, Alex, now's the time when you post it in the chat. Donate to our Patreon. All of the money we get will be donated to Red Wings Horse Sanctuary. We sponsor a horse there named Lil Bit. Lil Bit is a very lovely little pony, and he gets all of our money. He spends it on hookers and blow or something like grooming care. I don't know. Either way, he gets our money. If you are not comfortable donating directly through us, you can donate through Red Wings Horse Sanctuary itself. You can also donate by giving us bits. If you are the top bits donator tonight, I will happily read your name out loud at the end and say thank you. You can get free bits sometimes by clicking the little diamond in the lower right-hand corner of your Twitch stream, and then you can donate bits. So that's what we're gonna do. But hey, Rav,
Yes, pencil.
you know what else people should do?
Tell me.
Subscribe to us on all of our social media platforms.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Subscribe to us on Twitch, on YouTube. You can find us on any streaming service, really, including iTunes Music, I think, at this point. So please remember to do that. And thank you for your continued support. I'm sure Red Wings Horse Sanctuary appreciates it. You can look them up. They are a legitimate charity, and we love them very much. And there we go. So,
So good.
oh, Jesus Christ.
You cut out. I can't hear you.
A Rav and pencil cast, it just hits different,
Yes,
I'm
all the
so
sexual tension
disappointed.
with none of the action.
I'm so disappointed you didn't do all that in Marge voice.
The whatnot?
Gross. No, he said you should have done all that in Marge voice. So we're gonna go back to Eighth's questions, assuming our lovely guest, Mr. Midnight, is back. Mr. Midnight, are you ready for more?
Bring it on.
All right. Now we're getting to some real, heartfelt, philosophical questions.
Cool.
If a building was on fire and you had to choose between some poor innocent child and your stories, pretend they're physical copies and they aren't online at all. Nobody would even know you let some poor schmuck of a brat die. Would you save your work?
Honestly, I'd probably pick the kid because I could always rewrite the stories and even make them even a little bit more better. While the kid, well, I mean there's a potential of losing a future writer.
Their parents can always have another kid.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I just let a kid die for my books.
Oh, aren't you a good person? Let's find out how good a person you are. If you landed in Equestria, how long would it take you to try to fuck a pony?
Would they be anthro or would they be pure horse?
On quad, but fully sentient.
It would probably take a really long time, and really long time.
Fair enough. Really long time it
What,
is.
two,
So
2 or 3 hours, or
now what Alex said.
only 90 minutes? I mean,
It'd probably be wouldn't be that quick. It would probably be 5 years before I'd be like, what the fuck is
God.
wrong with me?
so you'd wake up on the 5th anniversary and check it off your calendar and think, oh, time to fuck
It's
a
time.
pony.
It would probably be I'd have to be extremely drunk.
I mean, isn't that how it all starts?
Well, Eighth has a response to this. That has a response to your answer. And this is their response to your answer, Mr. Midnight. Wow, kind of gay, bro. Not gonna lie, Baka Desi. You know, shaking my head for reals, my Neils. That ain't the 411 nor the T. Big oofs and boofs.
Was that even English?
Half of it was not.
He's
I-
following us.
Okay then.
That is the correct statement. Name one invisible thing you wish that everyone could see.
Farts. That way you know who dealt it.
I would say just to be able to avoid it.
I was gonna think, you guys realize this is gonna alert all the the fart fetishists. They're gonna be like, oh, yes. Oh, little green poof clouds.
I mean, hey, you got the inflationists first.
Okay. What is the most imaginative insult you can come up with, Mr. Midnight? I've said some weird ones on this cast, so like, bring it.
Your mama was so fat, so ugly, so disgustingly horrible that not even Dolores Umbridge would look at her and think, she is a beautiful woman.
Your mama's so fat she jumped up and got stuck. I remember this game from when I was 12.
That's the first time I've heard that one.
Thank you. Your mama's so short when she sits on the curb she can swing her feet.
Your mama's so dumb she traded $1 for 2 nickels.
Your mama's so poor I saw her walking down the street with one shoe on and I went, shit, you lose a shoe, lady? And she said, nah, I found one.
Your mama is so ugly she went into a ugly contest and they said, sorry, no professionals.
Your mama's so dumb she called a plastic surgeon to help with her broken Tupperware.
Your mama is so ugly that not even the Daleks would touch her.
Your mama's so ugly. She looked out a window and got arrested for mooning.
Your mama so dumb she thought Derpy had straight eyes.
Your mama's so stupid she took a ruler to bed to see how long she slept.
Your
Your
mama
Go ahead.
is so fat not even Discord could pick her up.
Your mama's so fat she has a serious coronary condition and will probably die 15 years before my mother.
Your mama is so disappointed in you. She tried to adopt me as her child.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Your mama's so ugly she's an enigmatic otaku.
Oh shit.
She's Anne or she dated?
No, she is.
She's one of them.
She
Your
is you.
mama is so ugly she turned Medusa to stone.
We need to stop. All right. What would be the best sport if it were mandatory for the player to be drunk? I have an answer
Baseball.
for this. No, there is one thing because it would be the best time.
Open heart
Tennis.
surgery.
Darts.
Oh yeah. Well, I think it was certainly.
No, it'd have to be baseball. I mean, think about it. You're throwing the ball. You're like, and he's throwing a fastball. No, it's a curveball. Oh, it hit Jenkins. He gets to go over there. He's stumbling. He made it to first base. Oh, he hit the ball. Oh crap! It's Fluttermilk. He's trying to catch that ball. He's nearly got it. Oh, he ran right into Milk. They're trying to catch the ball and they threw it out the other side.
I can say one thing. The worst game to play drunk is pool. We have done it. It took us 2 hours to finish one game. Um,
I'll top you. The most entertaining game, the most entertaining sport actually to watch drunk would be NASCAR.
Oh, they're making another left turn. Wonder when they're gonna
Really?
do
How can you fuck
it.
that up?
the accidents would be so bad. All right.
Hmm.
I have a question, and this is a subject of fighting. I will fight you. So here's the question: what's the best cheese? I will fucking fight you.
Well, I would string you along and and all, but I would say I had some Gouda jokes. They're just a little bit cheesy, and go with some Mexican style.
What did you just say? Mexican? What cheese is best cheese? Mexican style cheese is not a cheese.
American cheese.
Why are you doing this to me? Why do you want me to come to your home and like shove things up your anus until you cry? Why do you want this? Like American cheese is the best cheese. Why? No, no, no.
You want
I
to fight? I got a squirrel. Got a goddamn squirrel. I'll flip around and fight you with a defensive weapon.
I will eat it with cheese.
It's gonna be a good time.
I mean, let's not get monstrous about this.
Oh, this is a good one. Oh, good one. I had a couple, but I'm actually gonna I'm gonna step away from that because that was really good. Good job. Tony Montana has questions next. How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?
I plead the fifth.
I can answer this
Okay.
because not all mirrors are visual.
Ooh, take that, Tony.
That's a lot. That one, I swear they should have used that one for the through the looking glass instead of why is a raven like a writing desk.
Okay, why is a raven like a writing desk? Is a great riddle, and there's so many answers to it, and it was never intended to have an answer. And I will stop. Thank you, Lewis Carroll, for your existence.
I can actually do the Jabberwocky song or poem by heart.
Bring it, bitch. I know it all by heart too. Get it wrong, and I'll fucking cut you.
'Twas
Well-
brillick and the slivy toad that gile and gimble in the wave. All mimsy with the burrow groves and the momraths how brave.
It's Barcast, not Bargroves, bitch. We were
Okay.
on the quad to catch the teeth of 5 dealer rather jumped up from his spider snatch. He took his verbal sword in the hand, long time this makes him foe. He sought to rest his heave of the tom tree and stood while on thought. And as an uppish thought is stood the Jabberwock with eyes of flame whiffling through the told you wouldn't burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, through and through the purple blade with sticker snack. He left it dead and with it said he might call him back. So I that's the Jabberwock 2 miles would be his boy. Proud to stay cool, he chortled in his joy. Was brilliant in the slightly toes to jar and gibble in the wave all men who were the Borogroves and the bone mass out. Great. Woo!
Okay, fair enough. You
And the
did that.
very model of a monologue literal.
I actually did an audio reading of the Jabberwocky and even a fan fiction of someone making a prequel to that story.
I shrieked uncontrollably in a movie theater when they quoted it wrong in Tim Burton's version. I was really
I know.
I was really
I will admit though, I would love to hear Johnny Depp read the Jabberwocky. That would just way he would do it in his
proper way,
voice.
the proper way to read the whole
Agreed.
But
But
get real philosophical here. Are you ready?
bring it on.
Would you suck off a mare with a big old dick for bus money and then walk home?
No.
All right. What are 5 things then that you would not stick your dick in?
Well, I wouldn't stick it into Fluttermilk's mother. I wouldn't stick it in a keyboard. I wouldn't stick it in a fan. I wouldn't stick it in a pencil sharpener, and I wouldn't stick it in a horse.
Anything else?
I do not like green eggs and ham, Sam. I am.
Yeah. Anything else?
Wait,
is fine.
did I make that
That's fine.
rhyme? That was
You
completely
did.
by
No.
accident.
You 100% rhymes, my dude. If you did fuck a pony though, and she did just bleached her asshole, and you get bleach on your t-shirt, does that make you feel a little bit like an asshole?
I'm an asshole. He's an asshole. ASSHOLE. Everybody.
No.
Oh, okay.
So, does it make you feel like an asshole?
I guess it would make me feel like an asshole.
Would you rather have ahegao drips or a drippy ahegao?
Could you repeat that?
Would you rather have a ahegao drips or a drippy ahegao?
The first one, I guess. I did.
He
Okay,
doesn't
I
like
gotta
the
read.
You
I
just got
gotta.
spit.
It's that face.
Ahegao.
It's that face they make
Ah.
during the.
Hegao. Like you've watched anime before.
Okay, could you put a picture on there? Because some of that,
Okay.
like I
Okay,
said,
I'll
it's kind
explain
of
it to
like,
you. I'll explain it to
he
you. All
wants
right.
a picture.
Oh, here we
Okay.
go. Here we
It's
go.
the-
Just,
it's
here's the Google link.
It's the O face. It's the anime O face of fucked stupid.
Oh, okay.
We call it here on the Barcast. I didn't say it this way, but here on the Barcast we call it the awuga face.
Okay, so
Would you rather it would you rather it be drippy, or would you rather be drippy into it?
I guess the second one.
All right. Does the bussy squirt?
I guess.
I mean, if it does, that's really upsetting. I'm just going to tell you guys right now. But bussies should not squirt. Bussies should really not squirt.
Grab him by the bussy.
Please don't grab them by the pussy.
I mean, technically it wouldn't on its own, but I guess if you got the prostate, it would do its own form of shooting.
Ugh. Also, have you ever heard of our glorious Lord and Savior Pat?
No.
That's fair. Someday you
Go
will.
on.
He's a large black man who we love dearly, who has a harem of women, and he's great. He'll ask some questions to you later.
Ah.
Yes. Okie dokie. Seton has questions now, and Seton wants to know, what's your favorite meal, snack, or food stuff that's unhealthy but just so friggin' delicious?
Pizza. A nice pepperoni pizza with a side of garlic bread.
You're making me hungry.
I've wanted pizza for days ever since Priest published that fucking pizza cone story.
I've had pizza at work because it was freaking inventory, and it was
it
okay.
Good pizza? Was it good pizza?
No, it was Domino's.
Fucking no.
You won't
Milk.
believe
Milk.
that. Better than Pizza Hut.
Milk.
You're right, but only barely.
Milk. What about
It's hot and it's ready.
milk? It's hot and it's ready.
But is it good?
It's hot and it's ready.
This does not appease me.
Thank you, Milk. What is the biggest or weirdest fear that you've got, Mr. Midnight?
I hate spiders.
It's a pretty
Really?
common fear, though. Do you
Yeah.
have any that are like super like bizarre?
I mean,
Or I mean, it's okay if you're just a normal person who has normal fears. That's probably healthy.
I mean, he could have said coffin wasps, so.
Coffin wasps, never again.
like I said, I fear something bad happening to my family. That's probably one of the bigger ones, along with spiders. I mean, if a spider attacked my family, I'd be like,
So a spider attacking your family. That is a kind of weird one. I'll give you that.
What if one morning you wake up and your family have anamorphed into spiders and they're still the same size as they were before?
would they be kind of like centaurs, where they have the top half of spiders, or the bottom half of spiders and the top half?
No.
Full
Full
spider.
spider.
Full spider, man-sized spiders.
They went
I
full
would be-
spider.
I would be running out of the house, screaming my head off like a little girl.
So pulling a Ron Weasley. Got it.
Yeah, basically.
Do you know of Canada and their bagged milk?
I know Canada does bag milk. Yeah.
Have you seen bagged milk? Do you understand?
No, I have not.
Okay. So the thing that they do is they sell milk in bags, and you get it, and you put the milk in a pitcher. This sounds like reasonable, right?
Sounds like extra steps.
It's worse. They take the whole bag and they set it physically in the pitcher, and then they cut off the corner of the bag, and they use the pitcher with the bag still in the pitcher to pour the milk. And I will show you a photo. This is what it looks like. This is what they do. And then they use a special clip to close it. What do you think of this?
Weird.
Yes.
I mean, why not just put it in a plastic? Why put it in a bag when you could put it in just a jug? Or hell, even put it into a glass jug if you don't want to worry about the recycling, and sell it like that.
Yep. Nope. This is what they do. This is fucking what they do.
Did the cow it came in come on box?
Fucking.
I mean, Canada, you call us weird.
Seriously.
I bet they shrink wrap their cows.
So what is your most annoying habit?
I bite my fingers a little too much.
Yeah, that's probably not healthy.
No, it'll be like I'm bored. I'm just like not chewing on my fingernails. I'm just like.
Oh, your nails, not the actual like flesh though of your fingers.
No, just my
would be
fingernails.
weird.
Sometimes if I get a skin, I'll just be like,
Yeah.
yoink.
You've gnawed them down to like bloody stumps. That would be annoying.
Hey, we're not in a horror film, not yet.
Okay.
Speaking of horror films, what's the theme song for your sex life?
Ain't going down till the sun comes up.
Is that a song? Is that a country song?
Yeah.
Of course it's a country song. Okay, that's
Here,
what
I'll get you the link.
No, thank you. It's country. I don't want it.
No.
One of these days, I want someone's answer to be big enough.
Yeah, here's the song. It's actually amazing, especially if you get a stripper to dance to it. It's actually pretty funny.
Put it behind the counter. Oh, it's Garth Brooks. Of course, it's Garth Brooks. There you go.
I'm a country fan.
That's fair. You do you, boo.
See, and I hate radio country, but I've been to live like shows with bluegrass and actual folk music, and it's good, and I like it. It all sounds the same after a while, but at least it's good.
Yeah, it's got a passion to it. I like
versus
the older
radio shit. Ugh.
I like older country a little bit more than the new
it's
one.
ready.
I already know the answer to this before I ask, but we're gonna ask more. Do you watch anime by chance? And if so, what are your favorites?
What are my favorites? I like Monster Musume, another, Konosuba,
My man.
And let's see now. I've recently got a hold of this one called Valkyrie Mermaid. It's actually kind of funny. Though it's not as funny as this one, My Bride is a Mermaid, which has the Fish Mafia.
Oh God, yes,
I've
fucking
seen
love
that.
that one.
I've seen that one, yeah.
I think about that anime and I just can't help but laughing when I think of the Fish Mafia, and then the main line being, honor amongst thieves is honor under the sea.
Oh God, yes. Dude, okay,
so
I
cheesy, but
shit you
love it.
not. I lost track of exactly how long the first episode was because I was laughing so much. Oh God, I need to go back and watch that again.
I mean,
Like,
I like My Hero Academia, and that's actually pretty fun, though certain ones can be a real pain. Also, High School DxD is definitely one of the better pervy animes.
I will raise you. High School of the Dead is pervy-er.
Have you seen Two Love Ru?
Seen what?
Have we seen what, Enigma? Say words. It's okay, boy. Speak.
Two Love Ru. That's what it was called. Have you
Two
seen
Love
that?
Ru.
Two
Yeah,
Love
no,
Ru?
I've
Two
only
Love
ever
Ru?
seen clips of it. I've never watched it.
What is it?
Two Love Ru.
No, I don't think I have.
It sounds like a poem to RuPaul.
Thankfully, no.
Just look at the intro for the anime and you'll get the gist of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. It's not terribly deep, actually.
Though another one that popped into my head. It's Sakakabaru. It's a world without pervy jokes is a world of misery. It's basically kind of like if you imagined a pervier 1984, where basically anything that's pervy or even remotely sexual is banned.
I've seen this. It's pretty funny. I will admit. It's
Yeah.
it's empty calories, but it's fun.
Well, actually, it's a lot smarter when you think about it because it is actually embracing the idea of we shouldn't be such prudes. We need to at least accept that we are a perverted group, or we are a pervy society in a way. We do love sexuality. We just seem to like to hide it.
I mean, I live in California, my dude. It's not a problem here.
I live in Ohio. Oh,
You're allowed to say your state. It's fine. You're good. There's a lot of people in Ohio.
okay.
Yes, another person from the corn state of astronauts leaving the Earth.
Also where Lincoln's train went by. Also, a lot of Ghosts and Devils.
Wait, Wait, you guys refer to it as the corn state. I refer to it as that state where almost all serial killers seem to come from.
Or North Florida.
I mean,
But
that's true.
anyway, so now that you and Milk are bonding, here's something for you to bond over. How big is your porn stash, my dude?
My 4 computers.
It's-
That's
Milk,
a lot.
touch
That's a lot of fucking porn.
I'm
Eh.
kidding. Let me just check my 4 flash drives, 5 megabytes, and my drawer full of dirty movies.
You have a drawer full of dirty movies. That's so old-fashioned.
I mean, come on, you gotta have some when the internet's out.
It only.
Wow, Enigma, you became it only what? What did you say? It only what? You can do it.
It only counts if they're on VCR.
It only counts if they're on VCR. Jesus,
No, or their DVD.
getting that quiet buzz behind the titties. It's just your VCR trying to live.
Are you sure
Some
that's
of
not
them-
just stuff from Japan?
Okay, we're gonna move on to questions for Pat. Pat, our Lord and Savior, the
Ooh.
greatest man who ever lived, with his massive harem of Asian shotties.
That's so poggers.
He's so
Pat.
poggers.
Hi there.
Yep. And Pat wants to know, what is your favorite fictional country and why?
It would have to be. This one actually gonna take me a minute to think of. Metropolis.
Ooh, interesting choice. But that's
Because-
not a fictional country, is it? Isn't that a fictional city?
Oh, city, yeah. Okay, it would have to be Latveria then.
Latveria. I actually like that. What's that from?
Doom.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Marvel.
Happy for us, not a problem. What obscure video games or video game series do you like?
I like Alice the Madness Returns.
Is that obscure? Do people not know about that game?
I mean, it took me
Yeah,
a while.
it kind of is.
It's
I mean,
semi.
I recently saw some reviews of those.
Dude, I want the art book from those games so bad because it's
Yeah.
all
You
dark.
should.
Like,
I mean,
It's
it's.
beautiful art.
I mean, it might be obscure, not as obscure, but I'm not exactly one of the obscure hunting types. So, I mean, that's probably one of the few games I've ever actually seen and never heard of before until I saw it on the shelf, and I'm like, I want to get this. I really like Lewis Carroll's work, and it would actually be pretty interesting to see what someone would do with an Alice in Wonderland video game.
If you like kind of a dark Alice in Wonderland theme and you want something weird like that, oh, now I've just forgotten the name of the fucking video game. The moment I said it, now it's gone. Fuck.
American McGee.
McGee.
American
No, it
McGee's
is
Alice.
not. That is not what I was thinking of. I was thinking of Fran Bow.
Oh, I've actually heard about that. I've never actually played it, but I've heard about it.
It's inspired by Alice in Wonderland, and I highly recommend it.
I actually was one time thinking of writing an Alice in Wonderland erotic story, but I just could never actually get myself to do it because I would start it off where the main character accidentally hits a female white rabbit and then start chasing her to see if she's okay. And then as soon as I have it where he falls through the rabbit hole, I get stuck.
Well, so does she. So, which food place has the best fries?
Honestly, it would have to be Burger King, but McDonald's provides a lot more fries. I wish Burger King provided more fries than what they do because they are really good. It's actually funny when you look at it. Burger King provides these giant burgers with small amount of fries, but McDonald's they have the little burgers, but they have big fries.
See, I just go to a different, like a mom and pop shop burger place in my town and just order bag o' fries.
I make
Yeah, sadly, I'm not exactly in a small town. I'll be going to a small town sooner or later.
This isn't a small town.
Yeah, well, mine's a little weird.
Fair enough. So the real philosophical question: when poured onto cereal, what does milk become? A beverage, a broth, or a sauce?
I guess it would be a beverage still.
Interesting.
Really?
Interesting. I would argue.
I mean, I don't really drink milk. It actually screws up my stomach a little bit.
Lactose intolerance. I understand.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I can drink it. It's just ugh.
You can study milk theory, though. You can, appreciate
Milk
these ultimate
theory.
questions. Yeah.
It's like 42.
Oh fuck, man. You know what? This is a question for you, Mr. Midnight, but I'd like everyone else in this chat to consider it too. Enigma, Alex, Milk, and
God.
Rav. Please consider. If you could eat at one place, what would you choose? Would it be Tomboy Outback Steakhouse, Femboy Hooters, Goth IHOP, MILF Denny's, or another one like RR Arby's, or Fem Domino's, or Monster Girl McDonald's, or Short Stack Steakhouse, or Cat Girl Chipotle, or E-Girl Applebee's, or Yondera Hut?
Oh, that one's an interesting one. I'm gonna need a minute to think of that one fully.
What was the cat girl one again?
Cat Girl Chipotle.
I'll take that.
If we're going normal answer, I would say Tomboy Outback Steakhouse. If we're going fun answer, I'm gonna say Monster Girl McDonald's.
I mean, I'm going to Tomboy Outback Steakhouse, and I'm sitting there, and my little bisexual self is just going to be like, yes, and that's it.
I'll go with Monster McDonald's. Monster Girl
enough.
McDonald's.
Fair enough.
I mean, as you guys have seen my writing, I enjoy. That's one of my likes.
All right, Alex, what you got?
Well, no, it's just I think not being American, I think we have all different sexualized fast food outlets out here. So I'm not
Mermaids
really
and chips.
into this.
What would you have for one of your local spots?
I know for a fact you have McDonald's.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it's a whole different sort of.
Well, what's a fast food chain that's popular there, Alex?
We have Big Dick Pizza.
Big Dick Pizza. Big Dick Pizza.
That's one of my favorites.
I guess you want extra sausage.
Exactly. But that is their slogan. So yeah, that'd be my answer.
All right, Milk, where you want to eat?
I'm going to Femboy Hooters. What are you talking about?
Femboy Hooters, it fucking is. I do appreciate Fem Domino's. I just got to put that out there. I think that's one of the more clever ones.
Agreed.
White girl wasted castle, someone said.
What, White Girl, White Castle?
Yeah, White girl, White castle. So one of the members of the Barcast is an imposter. Which one of us is sus?
Alex, you are sus.
He's 100% the imposter, so that's the best thing.
Hey, no.
But you're the only one with a British accent, Governor.
I think no. Enigma's foreign. He has a funny. He looks funny.
You got to fake an American accent now just so you can pass.
Yep.
What's
your American?
My name's
Was
Alex.
he trying to pass the fuck off to me?
I was. I come from Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I yeah. What?
That was one of the best imitation accents I've heard you do for an American accent, Alex.
You got Alex, you need to talk about how you love growing corn.
That's I'm practicing when I eventually flee the country. So.
All right. This is a great question for you, Mr. Midnight. If you could use the Force, what's the first thing you'd do?
I don't know about using the Force, but I know I definitely use the Schwartz.
My Schwartz is bigger than yours.
I literally started to say that quote, and I'm mad at you. Go ahead.
But if it had to be the Force, I'd probably use the Jedi mind trick. I can go, I was not going over 40 miles an hour, officer. You want to go home and rethink your life.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's true. I'm rebuilding a motorcycle, and I could do with that power.
Wouldn't that be the telekinesis?
Oh, great guest of the podcast, what is your wisdom?
My wisdom?
Yep, what's your wisdom?
Do 100 push-ups, 100 squats, run 100 miles, and in 3 years' time, you'll be able to punch the fucking sun.
I like it. This is good wisdom. This is full. This is wisdomful.
And
Yes.
then my other one is sit back, relax, and just don't worry about a thing, because everything's gonna be all right.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Is everything gonna be okay?
Sing along.
So different now from what it seems. Now life has killed the dream. No, it just killed me. It's just killed me. It's just killed me. It's all there is to it. It doesn't kill the dream. It killed me. Anyway, Alex, it's your questions.
Oh God, really?
Yes, it is time for your questions. So
No.
Go for it.
Okay. I mean, after these heavy-hitting philosophical ones we've had, these are going to seem quite frivolous. But number one, what is the most exciting thing you've done in the last year?
It's actually been quite recently the most exciting thing I've done. I bought a house.
congratulations.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
Yep. Good news on that. Bad news is the landlord decided to evict us this month, and I don't get to move. And me and the family can't move in there until November.
That sucks.
But I got a nice, big house that can fit my entire family.
Oh, that's lovely of you. Good job.
Yeah,
You'll be getting housewarming invitations, obviously.
Sure. Invite me to the next podcast, and I'll tell you about it.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, number two, what is your favorite fruit?
Apples.
Mine is milk.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I was so hoping you would say I was so hoping you would say apricot.
You were doing with that joke pencil. I see what you did there.
Oh yeah, I love apples.
Buy some apples.
Add some apples.
I'm sorry.
Apparently when I was younger, I used to like eating these little tomatoes and all that. Apparently, I went to my grandmother's garden and saw a giant tomato, and I'm like, apple. I ate it, and then I'm like, ugh. I didn't eat tomatoes in a long time because of it. Because my
And
dumb ass
remember,
thought it was an
tomatoes
apple.
are disgusting.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Had a slightly different texture to what you were expecting.
Oh, that, and plus I was like 4.
This apple isn't ripe. It's gone all soft.
Christ.
Yeah. Okay. Number three, have you ever seen a really cool animal?
Yeah, I've actually seen a fox when I went to work. Go by work sometimes deer, and I think one time a bear.
I mean, a bear seems like the most cool.
Well, it wasn't exactly close to me, and it was when I went on vacation when I was younger, and we were up at Tennessee. It was just literally hanging outside while we were stuck inside. Because it's
Hanging
a
like
goddamn
a spider.
motherfucking bear.
Some sort of web or something. When you say hanging. I mean, that's a scary image.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, I'm walking around, I'm smarter than the average bear.
Oh, it was trying to steal your picnic basket.
Why did you make him so aristocratic? Like,
I don't know.
the average bear?
I don't know. I think it's just a great bit of fanciness when I can create a little voice like this for a bear that is smarter than the average man.
This guy is talking all fancy. What are we gonna do?
I don't know, Boo Boo. I don't know, Yogi. We might have to maul him.
Why is Boo Italian?
No, it's probably because I wanted to do a Mario voice or Luigi.
Oh fucking Christ!
Yeah.
I mean, you really should hear my Scottish accent when I really try.
Please, Alex, save us.
Moving on. Is there anywhere in the world you'd really like to visit?
I really wouldn't mind seeing Japan at least once. Maybe even going to Alabama. Just like, yeah, I'd probably go by Japan first. And maybe if I could, I'd go to Alabama because I just want to have a little bit of a laugh where I'm driving through Alabama in my Challenger and I'm just singing Sweet home Alabama.
I mean, you can do that anywhere. Why go to Alabama for that?
I think it's
Because
on
it
the
would
way,
just be
yeah.
fun.
But also, why go to Alabama? Let me reiterate.
I don't know. I just think it would be fun, and then I could just boringly run. And I go, run, Forrest, run.
Okay. I mean,
And I'm
yeah.
just a big old dork.
If I were ever going to visit the US, I think Alabama is the state I would most love
Just
to visit.
don't run into your cousin, good sir, because I heard that in Southern we get our politeness from our British cousin.
I think it is one of the top US states. Alphabetically.
It is not. It is not one of the top U.S. states. Not in.
It
Not
really
in
is not.
I mean, it could be
is
worse. It could be
alphabetically.
Florida.
Oh, it actually is top in illiteracy. I forgot. Okay, it has that.
Yeah. There you go. That's the illiteracy talk. All right,
And if I had to absolutely visit one place or in the USA, and it can be most of the states, I'd probably have to visit California. And I'd just be, when I'm there, I'm in a hotel, I'd just be singing Hotel California.
Why were you singing Hotel California to the tune of Sweet Home Alabama?
Because Sweet Home Alabama was on my head.
Okay. Hotel California. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Just it was like it's in my head now. It's like Hotel California where the sky's blue, sky so blue. Sorry, just like it's in my head. I hate it. Thank you for this.
It's how you make it legally
No
safe.
problem, madam.
Get around copyright by.
Oh shit! I ruined it. I destroyed your monetization.
What's the next
It was
question?
Tuesday.
Number 5. Only because I don't think we've discussed it yet. What about Gen 5? Have you seen any of the?
No, I haven't really. I haven't really had much thoughts on that.
I will allow you to have an open mind about it because I know a lot of people have already made opinions because they've seen it already and stuff. They've seen stuff about it. All I will say is give it a shot. It looks interesting. That's all I'll say.
That's what I would say. I mean, people need to give it a shot. I mean, doing something new is not a bad thing as long as they're at least trying to do something with it. I mean, it could have been worse. They could have just done what every other studio wants to do and just reboot everything.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
I mean, if they're gonna do something new, I mean, they might as well be clever with it.
I hope they're clever with it.
I hope they are too.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. I mean, as long as they're not trying to push something and just trying to do. I mean, with me, the biggest rule of writing is just have fun writing.
I think that's very, very fair.
Yeah, I mean, I've got actually a few rules of writing in my own way. The first rule of writing, just regular writing, there are no rules.
There are rules. God, there are rules. Gestures at grammar. Gestures at the entirety of grammar.
No, it's just if this.
No.
That specific
you
rule
just don't. You don't understand. That's my own style.
Fuck everything about what you just stated.
No.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
still there. THEIR, no matter what part I put it in, 'cause that's just my
style. Get fucked and die on a pike.
Well, that's just for if you just want to write a story for yourself and you just want to write something. That's my main rule. If it's for professional writing, it's write something that is not boring. Just write something that you think is fun and interesting, and read The Art of Style and Stephen King's On Writing. Those things will help you out. Definitely. As for fan fiction, I think one of the rules I've always had is even if you have canon and you just want to write something, you pick up canon, you look at the window, you throw it out there, and you just have fun with it, with the characters and all that. Don't worry about the canon unless it's involving something like, say rewriting the Okay. If you're wanting to, for example, write a story about one of the characters and all that and how you wanted to develop and take them to another direction, don't fully worry about canon. But if you're writing something that needs to be a part of the canon, yeah, follow it. But with me, when I write my stories, I will just okay, there's canon. What do I want from canon? I'll take these, and the rest of you go out the window 10 stories high.
Well, I mean, I will rephrase your first rule for personal writing, because professional, you unfortunately have to follow certain rules, at least the
Lots of
ones that are
rules.
forced on you.
Publishers rules.
Yeah.
So many rules.
Oh, yeah.
Every rule. Trust me. Oh my God, trust me.
Yeah. So for a personal rule, to rephrase what you said, nothing is sacred.
That's a better way
Yeah.
of putting it. Yes, nothing is sacred.
Yep. And also another, like I said with the fan fiction saying, when you're writing fan fiction, nothing about the canon is sacred. You could literally do anything with it. I mean, it's not like it's going to be put into the actual show, so just go nuts. If you want to write something where, say, Twilight's just being a complete and total bitch, go nuts. If you want Rainbow Dash to be straighter than a straight line, go for it. If you want Applejack to suddenly stop going from her southern accent and suddenly talking quite like this while we do this, go for it. If you want to turn Rarity into from her prim and proper personal ladylike into a southern belle that really just wants to get dirty and
What's that
fight,
accent? What
go
was that
nuts.
accent?
So
I
you
don't
want
know.
you want AJ to turn into YSO.
No. I just
How are you? How are you, Twilight? How's your sex life?
It's going right. Hi, Mark.
Oh.
No, I've got a better one. Turn turn AJ Schwarzenegger.
Get to the chopper, partner.
Yeah, something like that. All right.
Sugar cube.
We have one question left, and it's a very important question. Before I give you a violin question to really have fun with it. Mugany wants to know how your day.
My day's going pretty well. I just did a little bit of moving, and then I got here, and now I'm having a time of my life, laughing my ass off, talking to some great people.
Oh, you're so nice.
Oh,
Let's ruin your life.
I
Oh,
need
great.
to go take a shower. That's too clean for me.
Don't worry. I'll prepare my 20 showers tonight.
All right, podcasters. What we have many options out of violin questions. Violin questions are distressing questions that are asked by one of our favorite people. Violin, do we want to go with rapist, pedophile, or necrophile questions today?
Oh,
Necrophile it is. All right, let me go to the necrophile one.
I thought you were giving our guest the option.
No, I was giving the podcasters the option to pick.
Oh no, necrophile all the way. Go that way.
Okay, necrophile it is. There's several options. I just have to pick one, and then I'll do the voice when I read violent questions. Oh, I'm gonna do this one. I like this one a lot. Here we go. Are you ready?
go for it.
You are a necrophile, and you are attending your beautiful niece's funeral. As a sign of respect, you dab over her body and lay fidget spinners on her coffin. You also dab during her burial. That night, you dig up her body to give the love you promised to yourself that she'll take with her into the afterlife. Her insides are quite rigid because of the embalming fluids, and it still gives you enough stimulation to do the job. With a final thrust, you hilt into her and dab as you pour your creamy love into her. To your surprise, she also dabs. She's alive. You are immensely disappointed. Will you kill her yourself, or will you go dig up another body?
To save myself from going to prison for all sorts of horrors, I would hit her on the head with a shovel. I would close the casket, and then I would just start digging up bones. Or burying, and then going off and digging up bones.
I don't want to know what you're going to do with those bones, but I congratulate you on it. So you survived the one question. How's it feel? Fair enough. Well, that brings us to the end of our fucking questions. MrMidnight, you did a great job. How are you feeling?
I feel like I'm ready for round 2.
Oh, fuck. Another time, maybe?
Maybe.
For this, I'll just have to say thank you so much. If anyone, what do you got going on soon? You got anything in the pipeline we should know about?
Probably going to be working on the Bordella of the Sun, and most likely be busy with this moving and all that, and dealing with all that shit. But I was also asked for a commission that was kind of interesting. It's going to be a 10,000 word commission about Starlight apparently is going, you know what? Fuck it, I'm in charge. And apparently making the princesses her love slaves.
I'm going to put a link to Bordello of the Sun behind the counter. Podcasters, you know what to do.
You can also put in Bordel of the Moon. And also, if you guys keep an eye out, I will be releasing, when I finish up editing Bordel of the Moon, I will actually be going and publishing it on Amazon if you guys want to check it out.
Awesome. Hey, but hey, podcasters, you know what to do. That's a new story. Let's get it where it needs to go. Other than that, thank you so much. Do you have any final words for your fans or followers?
Hey, thank you for asking them to bring me up here. I mean, it probably was pain and torturous when you got asking about a million times, but I'm glad to be here.
We're happy to have you here too. You can find MrMidnight on FimFiction by that same name without the period, and I recommend that you do.
And if you want, you can also check me on Amazon under Destin Midnight.
Fantastic. Thank you all for tuning in out there. You guys are awesome. We appreciate you coming back. We'll hope you come back next time. What do we got on tap for next weekend, Milk?
I'm pretty sure it's Shitface.
It is not, as I will not be there.
Oh, well, fuck. Then it's game night.
Game night it is! Woo! Then we hope that you will join us for game night next week. In the meantime, this has been the Barcast. Where's Priest when you need him? Your Barcasters this evening have been Alex _
Yes.
Enigmatic Otaku.
Boy, I sure do love growing corn.
Milk.
Yes.
MrMidnight is our guest.
MrMidnight signing on out.
Ravage.
Pencil writing inflation stories.
Please don't. And I've been in Non-Pencil. Thank you for tuning in. I will never write an inflation story. Get fucked, all of you. Good night.
Good night.